have lost their hope and felt the fear, trying to get a hold of the moment. Save the strength and hope for more. Let's hope we'll score a second goal. Baby, we will leave here tomorrow.
So you need a gaming headset, but let's say you're working on a pretty tight budget. Well, this might be something you should consider looking at. This is the K2 from Onikuma, and this is a gaming headset that they sell on Amazon right now. And actually, at the time of writing, this is currently the best seller in the Xbox accessory category on Amazon, so there must be something good about it. This headset is mostly aimed at the console market, but you know, it's compatible with almost all consoles, and it's worked with PC as well, and that's what I've been using it. But you need to know that if you're going to use it for Xbox, you need to make sure you have an Xbox controller that has a 3.5mm jack out. If not, you're going to need to get the audio adapter for the Xbox controller to give you full functionality for this headset. This headset is currently available on Amazon. Right now the price is $29.55, which I would consider budget friendly, but not to the point where you start to see corners being cut with the material being used, or thin plastic, or the build quality. Everything is built well, material looks to be all right, and the price is favorable. But don't get me wrong, there's quite a bit of plastic used in the construction of this headset, but I will say that it's not like a thin plastic, so it does feel that it's going to hold up well with continued use, and it's not like that glossy fingerprint magnet plastic. It has a nice matte finish, so all in all, it looks pretty good. The leather feeling material on both the headband and the ear cups has some thickness to it, so it doesn't feel like it's going to wear through or wear out over time. Also, the material, or like the foam they used inside the ear cups and the headband, actually is very, very comfortable. At times, I think it was actually more comfortable than my HyperX Cloud 2 headset that I use every day. But that's going to be more of a personal opinion based on what you think, but you shouldn't have any issues wearing this long term. This braided cable is also, I think, a high point of this headset. It's nice braided cable. It doesn't like to twist up, which I find very annoying on my HyperX headset. The cable twists up so easily, it's so annoying. But this seems to lay flat and straight. It terminates to a 3.5mm headphone jack and microphone jack and a USB. It should be noted though that this USB is only used to power the LEDs in this thing. There's no audio transmitted through the USB, so you're gonna have to use your headphone jack, the 3.5mm. It also comes with this Y splitter, so if you're gonna use it with PC, you can split the audio leads to both mic and audio. So if you need that, that's in the box with it. So let's talk about said LEDs. This is not an RGB headset, so my model is blue. They also come in red as well for this K2 Pro. So just be aware that this is not an RGB headset. It's just gonna be a static color, in my case blue or red. That is kind of a bummer. I hope maybe they change that in future iterations, since RGB is so cheap nowadays. But for now, just know going into it that you're not getting an RGB headset, you're getting one that's either blue or red. So pick wisely. Yeah, here we'll plug it in here somewhere, right here. So there you go, just blue. You got lights on the ear cups and on the mic boom itself. Just blue though, just blue lights. The ear cups have just over an inch of adjustment on each cup, and I will say that the headset, in my opinion, is a bit bulky, but it doesn't feel heavy or cumbersome on your head. It just has a lot of girth. The mic hinge has quite a bit of resistance, so there's no fear that it's gonna drift or fall down regardless of what position you place it in. I will say though, the boom could be a bit better. It's not, it's not gonna wanna stay exactly wherever you put it. It does have a nice natural shape that puts it close to your mouth, but that is also a tiny little detail that I hope it gets improved in the future, as they make it just a little bit easier to fine tune the position of the boom. But all in all, it's not too bad. So when I was using this headset, I will say that the audio quality was pretty good. The bass was nice and deep. The highs weren't exceptional, but I wouldn't say they were bad. Everything sounded good, so no complaints there. The mic was a tad quiet on my PC, but I didn't have any issues with voice communication or people not being able to understand me. And I'm sure you could probably fine tune that with software on the PC. Maybe on Xbox or console, you wouldn't have that big of an issue with that. The headset does have an inline volume control, so you just have a little roller here to adjust your volume, and you have, a toggle switch for your mic in case you need to mute your mic real quick, and easy peasy. Honestly, the only thing I have against this thing is the lack of RGB. I do like how the LEDs look, but they definitely should have made, this an RGB headset. And I guess if I'm being picky as well, it's the boom mic. Although this hinge is great, the the adjustability on, come on, you can do better. But that's just being picky. Everything works as it's supposed to. All in all though, this is actually a pretty decent little headset. I mean, obviously there's better ones out there, but you're gonna pay more of a premium price for those better headsets. But if you got a low budget and you're just looking for something that does the job, well, this is a good pick, and I would recommend it, especially if you're a console guy, because I mean, make sure you have the right controller, but you can plug right in, listen to your audio. You might have an issue with your LEDs, but there's something to be said about a headset that's a #1 seller or a best seller in a specific category, that being the Xbox. So it must be working well for those Xbox guys out there. It didn't do bad on PC. If you're looking for a headset that's a reasonable priced headset, that sounds good, does the job, check the link down below and pick yourself up a K2 Pro. We'll see you next time.